Jesus looked at the man and loved him. Jesus looked and loved. Why? Why did Jesus do that? Because Jesus was about to make a bold and new request of the wealthy man that had the potential to change his life forever. And Jesus knew that only in a gaze of love could that man begin to respond to the invitation that Jesus was about to give him that would completely transform his life. Up until this point, the man had faithfully kept the law and avoided sin. He would have understood his wealth as God's reward to him for such good behavior. But now, Jesus challenges him, and he challenges his understanding of everything that he's known. Because no longer is virtue to be shown by simply avoiding sin, by trying to do the right thing. No longer is virtue to be shown in that way, but rather by serving the poor, by serving the needy, and by serving them with the very wealth that he understands is a blessing from God, and then to follow where Jesus leads. In other words, devotion to the law, or simply keeping the law or the commandments, is not enough. We're actually called to grow beyond that. And that's a maturity of faith. Devotion to law is superseded by love of Jesus and care for the most vulnerable. It's a big ask. This man is devout. He's in control of his life. He has wealth. He has status. He has prestige. Now along comes Jesus and says to him, "Give it all away and follow me." And where's Jesus journeying to? The cross. So Jesus shakes the very foundation on which this man has lived his life forever. And I suspect it's the foundation that many of us have lived our lives on. Jesus is shaking that man's world and saying to him, "Give it all away. Don't let it control you, and follow me to the cross." So how could Jesus expect that man to respond positively to such an invitation if Jesus didn't look with love? Bold, new invitations are also asked of us. To let go, to move beyond, everything that holds our world and our identity together, to shake the very foundation of what we might know and understand to be faith and the Christian calling. For the young man, it seems like Jesus is asking the impossible. And it may seem like that for what Jesus asks of us. It may seem impossible, but we're told very clearly, nothing is impossible for God. And in order to do or to respond to that bold, new invitation, then it will require that complete trust and faith to let go of all of the things we hold on to that keep us safe and secure, that we know so well, and step out and move beyond to where Christ is calling. So how do we prepare for what God is asking of us? By simply allowing Christ to look at us and love us. And if you imagine the face of Christ as the sun, to allow the warmth and the radiance and the light of Christ to simply look and to love, and for us to bask in the glory of that radiance, to be able to respond to something bold and something new which is asked of us.